This is Action Sports Jags, Jags Social, sponsored by Farah & Farah, the exclusive injury law firm of the Jaguars.
Look at where we're at. If we could have been in this position last year, we would have given a lot to be here. So, there's no panic, but there is a sense of urgency where this time of year, December, going into January, you got to be playing your best football, and we're not there yet, so we got some work to do.
Trevor always puts it best. No panicking, but yes, they need to start winning again. Can they do it at home? Can they do it against the #1 seed in the AFC? Can they do it in prime time? They sure will try. Jags back under the prime time lights, the second time in 3 weeks. Let's make sure that we let the Ravens know where they are at in Duuuval, like end zones. It is time to paint the town teal. Jags are hosting a teal out game under the prime time lights. Whatever color they're wearing, we want them to be the winning color in the end. Yes, we need the W. That's the focus. We are a few days early, but luckily I think we have plenty of teal in both of our closets. Yeah. So yeah, you guys do too. But of course, we're going to make sure that you do have your teal in about 15 minutes when we snag the flag. Welcome to Jags Social, everyone. I'm Chandler Morgan.
And I'm Alivia Tassely. But first, Jacksonville is playing its third straight game against an AFC North opponent. So far, it hasn't gone well, right? We're in this losing streak, but both teams still enter the game in first place in their respective division. However, the flock is flying to Jacksonville holding the #1 seed in the AFC overall, which means as of right now, they get the playoff bye week. Now, the Jags can still get there or even tie the Ravens record. Let's look at the team's remaining schedule. Ravens have a gauntlet ahead. The 49ers, who've already locked their spot in the playoffs, first and only team to do it so far. The Dolphins, who hold the second seed in the AFC. And then the Steelers, who are also now in wild card weekend. But now we flip to the Jags. Ravens are by far the hardest team left. And then, I'm going to walk backwards a little bit. There we go. Then you have the Bucks, who are quietly climbing the ranks. Panthers, who have been eliminated. And then the Titans, a team the Jags have already beaten, so they can sweep them. But in the NFL, the saying goes, any given Sunday, Jags can beat the Ravens and lose to the Panthers. Who knows? What do I know? As the Jags have a bunch of what I do know, is that the Jags have a bunch of players on the road to recovery. Take a look at the injury report. The good news is everyone returned to practice at some point this week. Take a look at the last two, though. 2 offensive linemen. Keep that in mind as we go over the keys to the game. But first, big name returned to practice this week. Jags opened up Jamal Agnew's 21-day practice period on Wednesday. Agnew initially injured both his shoulder and ribs in Week 10. With this news, he is now eligible to practice with the team, which he has been, and could be activated for Sunday Night Football.
Your keys to the game, sponsored by Greenway Kia.
All right, so how do these Jags take down the flock? Well, you have to wrangle the main Raven in Lamar Jackson. Once again, the Jags are facing a tough defense. The battle in the trenches will be crucial. And finally, just play clean football, guys. Jags shot themselves in the foot way too much last week. So let's dive deeper. You can't stop Lamar Jackson. Let's just throw that out the window. He's QB1 and the team's top rusher. He's called on his own number 123 times for 644 yards and 5 touchdowns. To put that into perspective, Trevor has rushed 59 times for 259 yards. Lamar has done it for more than double that. So that's why we changed it to contain, not stop. If you can contain the beast, make him feel the pressure in the pocket before he wiggles out of there, Jags have a chance to slow down the offense. Now, Jags went head-to-head against one of the best defenses in the league last week. The Ravens are right there with them. The Jags O-line, who has the carousel factor going on, remember the injury report? They have to find a way to compete against the Ravens D-line. If the Jags offensive line can win the game up front, they give Trevor and his weapons a better chance to score points and get the W. And finally, this goes to every single player after last week's performance. play clean football. Sunday was messy, to say the least. Mistakes all around between drop balls, blown coverages, obvious penalties, 4 turnovers, one more than the Browns. But like we've said it before, if you win the turnover battle, you win the game. And sure enough, Browns did that. Let's head to the locker room for what the Jags think on these keys in this week's Road to Victory.
Road to Victory, sponsored by your First Coast Hyundai dealers. It's your journey. Own every mile.
Everybody has to be, where they need to be. This is when we're talking about communication at an all-time high, us being in the right gaps at all times, and us running to the ball. It's going to be up to us up front. No matter who, he's back there, he's wiggly, he's Lamar Jackson, he gets out of things, but it really, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. We have to do our job and we got to get them down.
And they're playing really well. It's probably they have a great offense and a great defense, so it's going to be a challenge. They're going to be in our house. They came here last year, and they're probably trying to respond to how the game ended last year. So we're going to get their best punch, but we got the guys to go do it for sure.
And we have the guys and girls to bring you complete game day coverage. Wake up or have lunch with us for Countdown to Kickoff at 11:30 on CBS 47. Take a nap because we're going to be up all night, Jags fans, as the Ravens come to town. 8:15 kickoff. And finally, a special post-game edition as we host it live on Action Sports Jax Primetime. That's at 11:30 on CBS 47.
The shoulders crossed and everything. It is that time in the show where we say it loud, we say it proud. Let's give it up to the Jags fans who are out enjoying Deck the Chairs in Jax Beaches. They crushed their best Duuvals, and they crushed it too. Despite Sunday's loss, you guys were so great about getting loud, sending in all of your Duuvals. A big thank you to Nilsa Ortiz for sending in her photos in Duuval this week. So cute, this little cutie right here. So let's hear from a Jags super fan who has been working on this video for you guys for about 3 weeks. This is the best Duuval of the week.
My name is Dale Brown from Blackfoot, Idaho. I've been a Jags fan since '95. I have a message for the Jags from the owner of the ball boy, including the fans. It's not about hoping and thinking. It's about knowing and believing. A winning mindset equals a winning culture.
Oh my gosh, the eyes being Dale. That was awesome. Oh man, he is a super fan from afar, right? And you can watch Dale's video back on ActionNewsJax.com right now. He is a devoted fan. He put all of that full makeup on and made that submission possible. We are thankful for you sending that in, Dale. All right, really easy to send in your family's videos cheering on the Jags. Click on Share Your Pics with Us on the tab on ActionNewsJax.com, and you can upload it there. All right, up next, win or lose, you can still have the best Jags swag for the game.
When the Jaguars are winning, everybody's winning.
We're going to show you where to go coming up in this week's Snag the Swag.
But first, it's time for Teal Trivia in honor of Sunday Night Football. Which NFL team has the least Sunday Night Football appearances in the entire league since 2006 when it changed hands? Is it the Lions, the Dolphins, or the Jags? Lock it in, folks.
This is Action Sports Jax, Jags Social, sponsored by Farah and Farah, the exclusive injury law firm of the Jaguars.
All right, lock your answer in. The team with the least Sunday Night Football games across the league, it's C, the Jacksonville Jaguars. Since 2006, when Sunday Night Football changed hands, Jags will only have been under the lights twice. The last time was 14 years ago against the Steelers. Lions have 8, Dolphins have 3.
No love.
Come on.
No love.
Come on, people. Welcome back to Jags Social, everyone. Jags are low on the totem pole for Sunday Night Football, but we are very high for the best fan swag.
Oh, yeah, and we found just the place for you to grab some game day gear. Let's head to Jax Beach to see the goods from 8103 Clothing and Sun Honey in the 904 pop-up shop. Head down to Jax Beach, and just behind the Beaches Museum, you'll find this store. When you go inside, you'll hit the Jag Swag jackpot.
When the Jaguars are winning, everybody's winning.
We caught up with the owners of the shop.
This is Blood, Sweat, and Teal.
That's the man behind the creation of the 904 pop-up and CEO of 8103 Clothing, Mark Braddock, along with the owner and CEO of Sun Honey, Alyssa Amato. Both of their stores share the shop space.
Having a store has just been such a dream come true.
Alyssa, who is our very own Action News Jax Phil Amato's daughter, started by selling clothes online and then at 904 pop-up events. It was there that she met Mark, her now fiancé. And now the power couple has teamed up, putting out some of the best teal outfits in Duuuval.
This is the official tailgating shirt for 2023.
Just like the store is rich in one-of-a-kind Jaguar fits, the store is also rich in history.
We should start at 8103. That is my baby. It's a brand in honor of my brother. 1981 to 2003 is a birth and death year of my older brother. I was going to school for fashion design. He passed away, unfortunately. Fast forward 20 years, a lot of milestones. Now we have a huge event called the 904 Pop-Up, and now we are inside of the 904 Pop-Up shop featuring 8103, Sun Honey, and 15 other local brands.
Mark's collection offers no shortage of vintage and rare Jaguar pieces.
A lot of us are familiar with the story where the Jacksonville Jaguars were actually sued by the Jaguar Car Company for one of their first logos. It's actually on this t-shirt right here. This product actually never made it to the stadium. JCPenney, Sears, all of the big box retailers were able to sell it, but it actually never made it inside of the stadium, which why it makes it so much more rare. In the store, we have one of the largest vintage Jags collection in Jacksonville. And from the 904 Pop-Up, I've been able to develop really good relationships with a lot of holders and vintage guys.
Mark is Duuuval born and raised, and he's been here since day one of the Jags.
Been doing this for so long, and it has such a correlation with literally the pulse of the city, which I feel the Jaguars have such a big part of.
And did we mention Calvin Ridley loves the store too? Here he is rocking the same shorts from the 904 pop-up store.
He really hyper focuses on like really awesome menswear designs. So I wanted to do something that was more like simple for girls, clothing pieces that can be worn out and not just to the game.
Alyssa knew she wanted Sun Honey to have options for the perfect game day fits for the gals.
So it's like a fun, like lifestyle type of clothing piece that you could wear out and to the game, and people are going to be like, where'd you get that? That's so cute. And that was kind of like my goal centered around it.
Cute and confident everyday looks. The same kind of feeling Alyssa says she's infused into all of her clothes from the start.
So like I started doing for the home games, like if you tag me in an Instagram picture, like I'll pick the top 3, and those top 3 girls will get like a $15 gift card to Sun Honey, and then I'll like repost it on my Instagram. So it's like a good way to like give back to my customers, and also like they want to take pictures in the cute stuff. They want to show off their game day fits. The Jags have so much momentum right now, and everyone's so pumped about it, and the city just rallies around them.
You know where to go to get the coolest Jags gear in town.
We sure do. All right, the shops are constantly posting new drops on their social pages. You can follow them right here on Instagram or visit them in Jax Beach.
All right, guys, break time. Coming up next, the Jags players looking to earn Pro Bowl recognition and who the locker room thinks you should be voting for. That's next.
This is Action Sports Jax, Jags Social, sponsored by Farah and Farah, the exclusive injury law firm of the Jaguars.
All right, this will put you in the holiday spirit. Check out these pictures of tight end Evan Ingram. He visited with students at North Florida School of Special Education, and this was on Tuesday to surprise them with his game-worn My Cause, My Cleats and a Jaguars game ball. They had the opportunity to do some arts and crafts together and paint Jag signs wishing Ingram good luck at the game this weekend. The Northeast Florida of School of Special Education there. It's just so great to see him visiting, and I know they were super excited to see him too.
And he loves them so much.
Yes.
Just so wholesome. Warm and fuzzies on the inside.
I just love it. All the time, the pictures that they just send in, and even Trevor and Marissa going to Wolfson Children's Hospital this week too. Oh, it just gets you in your feels. All right, welcome back to Jag Social, everyone. We're back on track. Evan is not only an MVP for those kiddos, but he is also in the running to go to the Pro Bowl.
Yeah, so everyone is up for a nomination, but you have to vote. We want to send all our favorite players, all the Jags, to the Pro Bowl games. The annual event features the league's star players, not playing in the Super Bowl, right before the big game. We got to catch up with the man behind the motto. It was always the Jags, about his teammates in need of some recognition.
Guys in here need to be recognized. They deserve to be recognized. And, you know, there hasn't been a lot of Pro Bowlers come out of Jacksonville in the last however many years yet. I've seen a lot of Pro Bowlers in this locker room. So there's players in here that deserve recognition for sure.
All right, so here's a look at the list of the top Pro Bowl candidates for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Of course, you have QB1, Ingram and ETN on the offense, Josh Allen, Foye Oluokun, and Andre Sisco on the defense, and of course the specialists, the kicker Brandon McManus and punter Logan Cook. Head to the Jags website to vote for them or use the hashtag #ProBowlVote with the players' Twitter handle.
All right, with the Jags back under the lights and at the bank, it is once again time to lock it down and light it up after the successful light show from Monday Night Football. As you can see here, how cool was this, right? If you were there, I'm so jealous because this probably looked so cool in person. The Jags are asking you once again, we need to light it up. This time, the lights are going to be turned teal in honor of the teal out. So we're going to walk you through how to do this. You got to download the official Jaguars app from your app store if you already have it. Make sure that it is up to date with the latest version. Then you're going to go into the app and you're going to tap Lock It Down, Light It Up. That is a button on your home screen. And then you're going to enable your microphone and your camera. That's going to allow your phone to sync with the flashlight to the light show. We love it, which could look a little something like this. That's what it's going to look like when it's happening. So keep an eye on the video boards. It'll prompt you to participate in the light show. To save time, they suggest completing all those steps before the arrival to the bank. And Olivia, I think you said they were going to have something to put over your phone, right, to make it teal?
Exactly.
That's
Once you have
cool.
all that set and done, here's how you turn it teal. You're going to look in your cup holder because they're going to provide stickers to place over your phone's flashlight. And be sure to be in your seat by 7:50 because the QR code will be up on the big boards and you're going to want to take a picture, whatever the technological term is of that. Do that, be in your seat, put the teal little sticker on, and you're ready to go.
Oh, so excited for that.
All right, guys, it's time to bring in our very frustrated third co-host, Aspen. There she is. Luckily, she's calling on some help this week. See which friend she phones in this week's Ask Aspen.
This is Action Sports Jags, Jags Social, sponsored by Farah and Farah, the exclusive injury law firm of the Jaguars.
Okay, well, it's not been going well for our third co-host, everybody. She's actually very frustrated, as Chandler mentioned. Jags got close, though. They got 3 turnovers. We were rooting for the 4th in the sports office. Let's see if her luck turns around in this week's Ask Aspen and Friends.
It's time for Ask Aspen, sponsored by Subaru of Jacksonville on Atlantic, the right choice for your next vehicle.
another one. It's on your shoulders now. Let's get her back in the winning streak, see if she's right on Monday with Brent and Dan on Jags Report Live. All right, before we go, we have a very special way to end our show.
We want to show you and give a big shout out to Miss Holly Gillespie's 3rd grade class over at Neptune Beach Elementary School. They are getting us in the holiday spirit with a Jaguars twist. We got to show you this. Enjoy and have a great rest of your night, everybody.
Jaguars, Jaguars, Jaguars rock. Jaguars score and then the crowd roars, cheering and dancing and Duuuval square. In the prime time air, one right time, it's the right time to take the south and sleigh. Trevor's time with the golden lines, top AFC all the way. Giddy up, ETN, pick up your feet. Run to the end zone.
Thanks for watching Action Sports Jax. Jags Social. Sponsored by Farah and Farah, the exclusive injury law firm of the Jaguars.